Hey everyone, this is Danny fRoD Montaner, and you're here for another EG Pro Tip series brought to you by MSI Notebook. Today I'm going to go ahead and show you how to opt the outside bomb sight on DE train. There's many different angles and many different positions that you can basically get, whether it be in the beginning of the round or the end of the round. Obviously you want to make sure you're as effective as possible and do your very best to make your teammates stronger. And with that being said, the main thing to make your teammates stronger is by cutting off lanes for them while they can get in comfortable positions that they feel will make them more effective later in the round. Right now I'm going to go ahead and take you in game with my G Series notebook from MSI and show you some of the many things that you can, some of the many different angles that you can hold. One would be bomb train, back 5, and Ivy, but right now I'm going to go ahead and explain to you back bomb train and its power. The main reason why holding this angle is very strong is because a lot of players like to jump out ladder room without there being smoke grenades. So you can hold an angle like this, or you can even get on top of this little hitch right here, and then just basically slide down to your hidden, and try and basically get in any angle where you can just have your head being shown, or half of your body being shown, like this one too. The main reason why this is a very effective spot is because now that the ladder room is basically clear, your teammates can push up into positions that will allow them to actually get into the ladder room or get into E-box where they normally would not have been able to towards the beginning of the round. So being able to go there is extremely effective, but playing bomb train is not somewhere where you want to be at the beginning of the round. It's somewhere where you want to be the middle to end of the round at most times. Right now I'm going to go ahead and explain to you the next spot, which is the 5 train, which is a very great spot to have when you're starting on CT side and you're starting the rush, or trying to stop the rush. The reason why this is good is because you can take angles such as this, where you can watch them coming out middle, or you can go on the opposite side and take this angle, which aims at people coming out the ladder room. These are good spots to hold because when teams like to do, not necessarily rush strats, but fast strats, you can get one or two guys off guard by being in such a deceptive position. Obviously, maybe sometimes you can get on top of the train if they're rushing, which will allow you to clear the top of the trains for your teammates, and also clearing the top of the ladder room, because if there's someone that's top ladder with an op, his job will be to secure the whole entire backside of the bomb, which if one of your teammates has a Colt or something, there's no way that he can move from this position, because if he goes left or right, or he goes left, he's basically going to get shot by the guy who's waiting for him, who's just scoped on him. So basically doing your very best from getting in all sorts of deceptive angles from 5 train is where you need to be at the beginning of the round to be able to stop any sort of rushes or advancements on your defense. Now the last spot that I want to go over is Ivy. This whole entire Ivy lane is extremely important to lock down at the very, very beginning of the round, because when teams love to rush, they like to throw smoke grenades off the side of this train, jump on top of the ladder, and get into cove. The main reason why this is very bad for your team when this happens is because of the fact that once they take over cove, there's no way that your teammates are going to be able to overtake it again, because the offense is going to be flooding out from alley or from ladder room on top of the guys who already made quick movements at the beginning of the round. So what you want to do is you want to come down here at the beginning of the round and maybe scope down here. This can get someone that's running out blind or backwards with a flashbang out to make sure he can get into cove. And if no one's doing that in that round, then you can go ahead and maybe hold positions like Ivy like this. Holding positions like this is very strong, but you have to watch out for situations where teams like to do a double or a triple boost to peek this. So even though I'm a fan of double zooming often, this is one spot where you definitely do not want to be double zoomed, because if someone peeks from up top, you want to be able to see them fully before they can peek and kill you, because if they were to do a triple peek, they're basically going to peek over my crosshair, and I'm not even going to see where I'm getting shot from. So being single zoomed is exactly what you need, because you can see the whole entire top of the Ivy, and whether they peek from here, up top, or down low, you'll be able to be completely effective with at least taking one shot and getting away to make sure that you stay alive. And another good angle would be this one right here too. It's a little bit more exposed, but the main strength of this angle is because if teams like to take alley slow and do the boosting, a lot of the times they're not just going to essentially flood this corner and start rushing. They're going to try and creep up with the advancements that they're making and then try and explode into the outside bomb site from areas such as this. So if you're hiding against the wall in the middle, this allows you to get into a position where you can kill one guy and then get into a different position just like this, where it allows you to be opping ladder from cove. The main reason why you want to move after you get one pick is because a lot of the times if you're locking down a position such as Ivy and you get one pick, the other players are going to fall back on the other team because they're not going to want to walk into the same angle that their teammate just died from. So being able to get in a position like this, get a kill, and move into other powerful positions such as this, or maybe going towards the 5 chain where you can lock down ladder, will be very effective because you're basically obsolete holding Ivy when there's no one that's going to come there anymore. So that's how you can take little risks from knowing how to lock down certain angles, as well as being able to try and be effective where your teammates don't have to watch such a difficult angle such as alley, and they can go ahead and push up close to mid or close ladder room, where you may not even need to take positions such as this because of the fact that they are already in there because of your help. So this has been basically a quick little run through on how to opt the outside bomb side on train. There's many different angles and many different positions and essentially outcomes that can come from wherever you're playing. But the main thing that you want to do and learn is that you want to make your teammates stronger, and that's where they need help. If you're being flooded from Ivy or from ladder room, you want to make sure that you get that intel from your team so you can help them out by cutting off a whole entire spot for yourself. And this has basically been just a brief run through on the outside bomb site. And for more information about MSI, you can go ahead and check them out at msimobile.com. And for more information on Team EG, you can check us out at www.myeg.net.